shift. As I got ready to get on with my day, I was sure being rewarded with promotion, and instead I was being punished in the form of carpal tunnel syndrome.
As I got ready to get on with my day, I was sure to be avoiding promotion, but my back was already hurting from being too much of a lazy boy the night before.
And as the sun rose that morning, I didn't say goodbye to my family.
My body's immune system was already jabbing its way through my once young fingers, corroding my sanity as well as my youth.
But I still slipped my black suit on, put my shoes on, and left the news on.
The garbage hadn't been taken out and the dishes weren't done.
My dog was curled up into a ball.
The kids had to go to school.
The wife had to go to work too. So I left. Like every other morning. I gotta do what I gotta do, right?
So I go on with my day. God was already peeking through the clouds. I looked up at him without a smile and got in my truck.
I made my way over to my black Cadillac, and as I admired its glow, I dropped my keys on the floor, and when I looked back
I saw a small boy who had just fallen off his bike. He belted out cries for his father to help him.
So I picked up my son, wiped his tears, and said, "Well, son, there's a lot worse that can happen than a scrape, bruise, or bump. I'm glad you're not my age. I'm glad you don't have my job. The streets I drive on every day feel more like home than my house.
And traffic lights on me better than my kid.
The food is on the table and my youngest is getting a belly, so I'm happy. I sped through my commute because I didn't want to be late, but of course, my luck kicked in.
Turning on the corner of my everyday, a metal monster rolled into the side of my truck. It broke 3 ribs and blew out a tire, but the mechanic healed that up real quick. Meanwhile, I sit in a hospital bed with casts around my limbs.
A truck has just been rammed in an intersection. Looks like I'm going to be late again. Looks like I'm not getting that promotion. Looks like I have to face another day of just going through the motions. My carpal tunnel kicked in as I walked into my Saw Healthcare building and later received a request from a man who had just totaled his truck. He had to be rushed off to the hospital.
Metal rods holding my bones together.
You see, I was waiting for something like this to happen.
Those I can't pay.
I can finally get my son the new bike that he wanted.
And 4 mouths to feed.
He wanted us to pay for his physical damages, and I felt that big bonus coming in strong. Time to make my boss happy. And it may seem wrong, but what kind of help can doctors give if our health doesn't care? I feed my family with broken bones rather than spoons.
They put food on the tables, but taking food off of ours.
What I do for a living is make sure that people are dying, but I die inside every time I deny someone the right to live, because I'm not just denying them a new heart, kidney, rib, or even a new chance to live. I'm denying the fact that I feel like less of a human being for doing what I do.
More money for the pockets to burn, more money to drown their children in spoiled milk while my children's stomachs swell with stars they will never touch. I would rather walk on 2 shattered legs than to let my children starve. America is bleeding and our children are starving. They cry for their fathers to help them, and us men must provide. We follow Darwin's law. It is kill or be killed out here, and I refuse to be the one who is slain. Help us.
Sir, there's a lot worse that can happen than a scrape, bruise, or bump.
Help us.
Glad you're not my age. Glad you don't have my job.
We are dying out here.
I gotta do what I gotta do. If that means slay you, so be it.